Okay, real talk for a second. Have you ever walked into a casino, sat down at a table, and just felt it? That feeling like everyone else in the room already knows something you don't. Like there's some secret handshake nobody bothered teaching you. Yeah, me too, the first time. And here's the thing nobody wants to say out loud. Casinos are not designed for you to win. I know, shocking, right? Huge revelation. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But, and stick with me here, this is the actual point. That doesn't mean you're completely helpless. There are real, legal, math-backed ways to shift the odds back in your favor, even if it's just a little. Blackjack, craps, roulette, baccarat, video poker, slots, poker rooms. Literally every game on that floor has a least bad way to play it, and almost nobody learns it. Because why would the casino teach you that? So here's what we're doing. Over this whole series, I'm walking you through every major casino game, one at a time, breaking down exactly what the pros know that you probably don't. And today, episode 1, we're starting with the foundation, why the house edge even exists in the first place, and then the one card game where you can legally claw the odds almost all the way back. Stick around, because by the end of this, you're going to know the exact chart professional players use that 90% of people walking onto that floor have never even heard of. Alright, let's keep this dead simple, because I don't want to lose you in a bunch of casino jargon right out the gate. Every single game in a casino has something called a house edge. And honestly, think of it like a tiny, sneaky little tax baked right into the rules of the game. It's not that the casino's cheating you, okay? They don't need to cheat. That's the crazy part. The math just quietly favors them from the jump. Let me give you a picture. Imagine I hand you a coin and we play a game. Heads, I pay you $1. Tails, you pay me $1.05. Now, would you play that? I mean, yeah, probably. You'd still flip that coin 100 times. You might even go on a nice little winning streak in there somewhere. But stretch that out to 1,000 flips, 10,000 flips. I am going to slowly, quietly pull ahead, every single time. That extra nickel, that's the house edge. That's it. That's the whole scary concept. Now here's the part that actually blows people's minds when I explain it this way. That house edge is not the same across every game, not even close. Slots can be absolutely brutal. We're talking 5%, sometimes all the way up to 15% depending on the machine. Roulette sits around 5.26% if you're playing an American wheel, the ones with 2 green zero pockets. But hop over to a European wheel, the one with just a single zero, suddenly you're down around 2.7%. Same game, same wheel basically, just one extra pocket, and the house edge nearly doubles. Wild, right? And Blackjack, when you actually play it correctly, and I mean correctly, not just vibing and hoping, you can get that house edge down under 1%. Under 1%. So, step 1 of beating the casino has nothing to do with some secret card trick or lucky charm you rub before you sit down. It's just picking the right game. And sometimes, picking the right version of the same exact game. I know, revolutionary stuff. Hold your applause. Here's something else worth knowing before we move on. Casinos actually want you to know some of this basic math, weirdly enough. It's not a secret they're hiding in a vault somewhere. It's printed in books. It's on gambling websites. Dealers will even chat about it with you if you ask nicely. The real secret isn't that the information is hidden, it's that almost nobody bothers to sit down and actually learn it before they play. That gap between information exists and people actually use it is basically where the entire casino industry lives and profits. Okay, quick pause, gotta say this. If you're new around here, this is exactly the kind of thing this channel does. We grab stuff that seems complicated, intimidating, whatever. Could be a board game, a card game, or apparently a whole casino floor. And we just break it down until a total beginner gets it in like 5 minutes flat. No fluff, no $50 words, just here's how this actually works, plain and simple. So, if that sounds like your kind of channel, do me a solid, hit that subscribe button and drop a like on this video. Seriously, it costs you nothing, literally $0. Which, ironically, is more than I can say for anything else we're talking about today. Alright, moving on. Now that you've got the why locked in, why the house wins on average, let's actually talk strategy. Let's talk about the one game where you can fight back. Blackjack is, hands down, the crown jewel of beatable games in that whole building. And here's why that matters. Unlike slots, which are just pure dumb luck, Blackjack actually gives you decisions. You choose to hit, stand, split a pair, double down. And those choices, get this, they actually change your odds in real time. That's huge. That's basically the entire reason this game is different from everything else on the floor. So there's this thing called basic strategy, and honestly, the best way I can describe it is, picture the answer key to a math test, like the actual answer key. Except here's the twist, it's completely 100% legal to bring that answer key right up to the table with you. Nobody's stopping you. It tells you the mathematically correct move for literally every single hand you could possibly be dealt, based on what card the dealer's showing. Let me give you an example, because this is where it gets fun. Say you've got a 16, rough hand. Everybody hates a 16, and the dealer's showing a 7. Every instinct in your body is screaming, stand, don't risk busting. But basic strategy says, hit, every time. Feels wrong, feels terrifying, honestly. But the math says do it anyway, and the math is never wrong here. That's kind of the whole point. Follow that chart perfectly, hand after hand after hand, and you shrink the house edge down to somewhere between 0.5% and 1%. And exactly where you land depends on the table rules. Things like, how many decks are they using? 4, 6, 8. And does the dealer hit or stand on a soft 17, meaning a 17 that includes an ace? Small details, but they matter. Now, and I already know exactly where your brain just jumped. I am not talking about card counting here. Totally different animal. Card counting takes serious practice, serious focus. And most casinos will very politely, or, not so politely, walk you right out the front door if they catch you doing it well. Basic strategy, though, totally different story. Completely legal. Casinos actually know full well that you can use it. They're just betting, pun very much intended, that you won't bother sitting down and actually learning it. And here's the kicker, most people don't. That right there is basically the entire trick. Let me hit you with a few more quick rules while we're here, because these matter a lot. First, Blackjack traditionally pays 3-2 when you get a natural blackjack. If you find a table paying 6-5 instead, walk away. I mean it. That one little change quietly doubles the house edge, and most people never even notice the difference on the felt. Second, you can split any pair you're dealt, but doubling down works best specifically on totals of 10 or 11, when you've got a real shot at landing a strong 20 or 21. And third, if the table offers surrender, some do, some don't, that lets you fold a genuinely bad hand and only lose half your bet instead of the whole thing. Little tools like that add up more than people realize. And here's one more. Honestly, one of the most important ones on this whole list, the insurance bet. When the dealer is showing an ace, they'll offer you insurance, and it sounds tempting, like a safety net, right? Don't take it. Just don't. Even if you've got a natural blackjack yourself. The math on insurance is bad enough that basic strategy says skip it pretty much every single time. No exceptions worth mentioning. It's one of the oldest, sneakiest little traps sitting right there on the felt, and it gets new players constantly because it's marketed like protection instead of what it actually is, which is just another bad bet wearing a disguise. One more thing worth knowing. Table rules genuinely change from casino to casino. sometimes even table to table inside the same building. That's why professional players will actually walk the floor first, checking payout signs and rule cards before ever sitting down to play a single hand. A 5-minute walk can be the difference between a table with a 1% house edge and one sitting closer to 2%, just based on printed rules, no skill required to spot it. So look, blackjack by itself isn't going to make you rich, let's be real. Nobody's quitting their job off basic strategy alone. But pair it with an actual budget, actual discipline, and you've turned a guaranteed slow bleed into something genuinely fun, with a real fighting chance built in. Next episode, we're leaving the card tables behind and heading straight for the dice and the wheel, craps and roulette. And I promise you, there's one bet hiding inside craps that has literally, mathematically, zero house edge. Zero. Plus a popular betting system that sounds like a genius loophole but has quietly cost people fortunes. You do not want to miss that one. All right, that's episode 1. If this made blackjack feel a little less scary, a little more, oh, I actually get this now, drop a comment and tell me about your own table experience. Good or bad, I want to hear it. Hit that like button, share it with your friend who's already planning a Vegas trip, and subscribe so episode 2 lands right in your feed. See you there.